episode 377. 377. What's up, TikTok Live? What's up, YouTube, man? All social media platforms. We back in the building.
Yes, sir.
Back in the building. Hey.
All right. Hopefully I can be heard.
Look,
I think I'm good, though.
We lost the real one, bro. Rest in peace to the legend, the iconic creator of Dragon Ball Z.
Akira Toriyama, bro.
Like, honestly, if you weren't even a fan of anime or just fan of,
it didn't matter. You knew the Kamehameha. You knew DBZ. Like,
come on now, you knew what Dragon Ball Z was. Like, Dragon Ball Z really is our childhoods, bro. Like, Dragon Ball Z is, and also it's. I love this happening because it's like the outpouring of love. Dragon Ball Z was worldwide, bro. Worldwide.
The cartel did a ceasefire.
Yeah, bro.
The cartel.
Yeah.
Did a ceasefire. Like, that's how you know. Like,
Dragon Ball Z was 101, bro.
Without it, like, my favorite anime is One Piece. Without Dragon Ball Z, there's no One Piece. Like, all the Shonen Jump anime, other than Yu Yu Hakusho, like the grandfather of Shonen anime, but DBZ is the father of Shonen Jump anime.
Right, I'm about to say, without Dragon Ball Z,
every new Shonen Jump like anime was based off of Goku. Like, having a certain type of MC that was like goofy and silly, had a big dream, could fight, ate a lot, had like an anti-hero sidekick in Vegeta. Like, you look at like how One Piece is set up, how Naruto's set up, My Hero, Demon Slayer. You look up how even not Demon Slayer, but Demon Slayer too, but not Demon Slayer, My Hero and
Dragon Ball Z is the mecca, bro.
Yeah, also like Black Clover. Like, it's all based off of how bro. Dragon Ball Z did their stuff.
Everything went through Dragon Ball Z. At the end of the day, everything went through Dragon Ball Z. Like, I feel like what made anime popular was Dragon Ball Z.
For sure.
Like, everything about Dragon Ball Z to the characters, man. We were just talking about pre-pod. Like, I really feel like the character development was amazing in Dragon Ball Z. That's here or there. But I do feel like Goku, like the Vegetas, the Cells, the Gohan, they really made anime what it was. And shout out to him, man, because this is worldwide and it's like historic. It's very historic and classic, but also it made all these shows that, you know, we revere and love.
Most games, movies just wouldn't exist. Like, so many cartoons have done DBZ references. Like, I remember Codename Kids Next Door did one. I remember when Timmy did the Channel Chasers and he was fighting Vicky, they did like a DBZ thing. Billy and Manny did a DBZ thing. I think Gumball did there was like going like as my favorite anime is One Piece. So it's like there was this whole thing last year about how Gear 5 is about to be the new greatest transformation in all anime. I was, even as a One Piece fan, I was like, listen, nothing will ever top Super Saiyan.
It
can be number 2, but nothing will ever beat going Super Saiyan.
As a child, if you never went Super Saiyan, bro, you didn't have a good childhood.
Being going Super Saiyan will forever be the most iconic thing ever, yo. Like,
iconic.
All the video games were tough. I still got one at the crib. I'm gonna get the new one. Like, all the games were tough. I'm still waiting for Super to come back out, but like, you talking about, like, cause we already lost like the biggest comic book creator in the East in Stan Lee. You know, it's on Marvel side. So now you talk about the biggest comic book creator on the West.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I mean, that dude changed the world just from writing a book. Just from writing one book. That's all it took.
Man, shout out to him. Shout out to all the Dragon Ball Z fans, for real.
Dragon Ball Z, GTN, but everything, like...
And it's crazy because the next day, my students came in, and they're huge anime fans. But as soon as they brought it up, man, we was almost in tears because it's like, dang, that's something that we connected with. Because I said, you know, I always say I really don't watch anime, but Dragon Ball Z, bro... I'm still a faithful fan of
I'm gonna get you put on the anime. You got Hulu?
Yeah, you know I got. Come on now, you know I got.
All right, listen. If you got Hulu, it's this joint. Watch Promised Neverland. It's only 12 episodes. You like suspense?
Yeah, Promised Neverland. But you gonna send it to me anyway.
I got you.
So once you send it to me, we good.
That's my gateway anime for everybody. Probably it's gonna be one of the best first season episodes you ever watched. I just recently watched it. It's like mental chess the whole way through. Like everybody playing a game of mental chess. You just trying to see who gonna checkmate first. Like, you really trying to line it up.
And then the storylines of Dragon Ball Z, like, bro.
As you get older, the more you realize the storyline is not that dynamic. But it's fine. Bro, it's fine. Listen, once he doesn't watch a lot of anime. Once you watch more anime, you realize the story of Dragon Ball Z is not all that, but it's fine. It's fine. The story is literally just an evil guy shows up, Goku and them have to fight him.
But it's not. But it's not that. It's everything. It's everything within the lines, bro. All the characters that make those two characters who they are, because it's really about Goku and Vegeta. You know, at the end of the day, Vegeta
and they always hold Vegeta. Too, like Vegeta be right there about to beat the main villain, and he gets beat up. Then Goku has to transform, get stronger, and he wins.
Yeah, but
I'm fine with that. It's Dragon Ball Z.
You gotta think about it. So many characters, so many different dynamics, bro. To everybody, bro. Like, come on now.
It's all right. Once he starts watching more anime, he's gonna see what I'm saying. I promise you, he is.
And that's fine.
It's fine. Listen, cause it's Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z is forever top 5. It's still classic.
I'm still not putting anything before it. I can't, bro.
I'm trying to tell you, as someone who watches a lot of anime.
Nah, I can't.
You can.
I can't do that.
But I can never remove it from the top 5. It will always forever be top 5. It was too culturally monumental. Like, you don't get anything else without it. It just meant too much to the world. And he meant a lot to the world. Shout out to him. Shout out to his family. Definitely pray for his family. I think they say he had like bleeding in the brain or something like that. So that's
sad to hear that.
Yeah.
I just want the audience to know, if Mike Tyson lose versus Jake Paul, it's rigged. It's rigged. Because Mike Tyson at 57 moving like he 30. I'm telling you.
Jake Paul cannot
Mike Tyson is one of the greatest fighters of all time, boxers of all time. But I'm talking about knockout. Bro, look here. He might kill Jake Paul.
This Mike Tyson.
Come on now.
He cannot beat this.
I don't care how old Mike Tyson is.
The speed at which that man moves is insane.
This man is different. Rare breed, bro.
He's moving like 40-year-old Jordan, like year 22 LeBron.
Tell him.
That's how he's moving out here.
Mike Tyson, you taking a punch from Mike Tyson is daggone there suicidal, bro. For real. Come on, you don't even want to. That's why I'm just like, ain't no way. And honestly, that's why I can see the play, because I feel like this is just nothing but a marketing play.
Oh, for sure.
Because if Jake Paul win, and Mike don't got nothing to lose, like, you know what I'm saying? He just going out there, he getting his money. And
nothing to gain.
But also, it's annoying with this Jake Paul stuff too. It's just like, all right, now you're just picking, and now you get to pick your poison, and now you just get to reap.
It's also not real boxing.
And not saying that he can't box, but it's not real boxing. It's not realistic. It's not really realistic. It's more become a celebrity type of thing now.
It is.
You feel me?
Because he's a YouTuber. It's just like, yo.
Like,
dude.
I mean,
and we saw him get smacked up. Listen, you know why he's not going to win? Because we saw him get smacked up by Floyd Mayweather.
And this all started with Nate Robinson. I'm sorry. It did.
If Jake Paul couldn't beat Floyd Mayweather, he's not beating Mike Tyson.
Oh, yeah, absolutely not.
There's no way.
Absolutely not. So
it's Jake Paul, right? Logan Paul is in box, right?
Nah, he's a wrestler.
Okay. Yeah, Jake Paul, if he couldn't beat Floyd Mayweather, he's not beating Mike Tyson. Floyd Mayweather was retired. His voice past his prime too. So it's like,
it's not.
If you can't beat Floyd, you're not beating Mike Tyson.
It's not even a conversation, bro. It's not.
And Floyd was smaller than you.
I think it was Logan Paul, his brother. That was his brother. He boxed too. That was his brother.
All right.
But he couldn't beat.
Still, they're both the same size.
Right.
It's like if Floyd was smaller than them, you couldn't beat Floyd. All right,
and realistically, I got Mike round 2. All right. And
I'm not even gonna watch.
If we're talking about marketing, then I see how they can. I see how they can say, oh, Jake wins split decision or make it a tie. I know that. Because you remember when we just seen Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones.
Exactly.
Mike Tyson was trying to kill Roy Jones in there, but you can tell it was like a clause in there stating that, oh yeah, you can't knock him out.
The Raiders might trade for Justin Fields.
And it's mayhem going on. It's Gotham City right now in NFL free agency as we speak.
The Raiders might trade. That's not a bad. Well, they just lost Josh Jacobs, but they got Devontae Adams over.
I won't hear no excuses, and I'm mad because I'm in the division. I won't hear no excuse from no Eagles fans. Y'all just got Bryce Huff and also Saquon Barkley.
They still lost major pieces. They lost Fletcher Cox. They lost Jason Kelsey, but still.
And then you got Kirk Cousins. I'm talking about all-time robbery of 3 teams, bro. And I'm not saying he hasn't been good on those teams. He's not.
He just hasn't delivered anything.
He's not consistent.
He hasn't delivered anything like championships,
Washington,
like that.
Vikings, and now the Falcons, bro. That man contract is outrageous.
His agent is
His agent is the actual to go.
Rich Paul might be his agent. We may not even know it.
Oh, well, I mean, you never know, but I'm telling you, he's the go, whoever he is.
But the Raiders, Justin Fields and the Raiders, I thought he might have been at the Vikings, but I'm like, that's not bad. I mean, their defense is not good. They just lost Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs is on the Packers now. They got Adams though.
Yep. I mean, they can do something over there.
And no, their defense is asking. They got Mason Crosby still.
Yes.
That coach is changing the culture. They just
got another D tackle, bro, from the Dolphins.
Yeah, I remember. Their new coach is changing culture. Like they started winning games as soon as Pierce showed up. They started winning games. So I mean, you never know. I mean, that might be first start, new city, warmer weather. It might be. I mean, he might. I think a fresh starter do him good, and that way we can really find out if it's him or if it was the Bears. I'm leaning towards the Bears, but
and this is looking like the Madden franchise. That's what I like about this free agency, though. Mix some things up. Let's see it. Let's see how it play out next year for sure. Let's see how it play out.
All right, before we move on, let's talk basketball. Listen, I know how you feel about my team, but realistically, who do you have in the finals? Come on, let's be honest. Let's listen. Who do you have in the finals? Let's be honest.
I don't have the Celtics in the final. I don't got Boston in the finals. As of right now, I got Denver Nuggets versus the Bucks. That is my final.
You got to get that hate out your heart. You know full well that we're better than the Bucks.
I don't know that in the series. Y'all beat them before.
Their defense is horrible.
And that's fine, but this.
Well, you know it's not.
No. It is fine because also Dame, y'all stopping them on offense.
Yes, we have the second best offense and defense in the league.
No, I don't see y'all beating them in the series.
Why? Their defense is horrendous.
But y'all not consistent in the playoffs. You know that.
Yes, we
y'all
are.
Y'all have games where y'all slack off, and that's a fact.
And we still end up in the conference finals, and they don't.
I mean,
we consistently beat them in the playoffs.
Yeah. I can still see the Bucks winning. But also, you acting like y'all full owe them. These been Game 7 wins. So it's not like y'all.
We're talking about this season. This is a way different Boston team. This is a way different Bucks team. This is a Bucks team that has a lack of depth. They don't have the depth they had last year. They don't have the defense they had last year. Okay. They got a new coach in the middle of the season. This is a whole different thing.
Who do you have?
I got us in Denver.
Cut it out, bro.
What do you mean cut it out?
So who else is contenders? Who else is contenders within the East? You feel?
Honestly,
the Bucks and Celtics.
Honestly, it's just us now. Only because Cavs. As contenders.
It's just us.
I want to say as contenders. I don't know. Like the Cavs are good, but it's
Indiana, you got the Cavs
as contenders.
Those are
championship contenders.
I don't know about championship.
That's what I mean.
About competitive. The
Cavs are good.
You talking all this?
The Cavs are good.
You talking all this? The Heat have got y'all out of there. They have y'all number. They have y'all number for the last 2 to 3 years. Okay, it's been back and forth. They won more times than y'all won. I know that. Y'all won once, and they've advanced twice against y'all. So
this is that Heat team. This Heat team doesn't have the depth they had last year. They don't have the player. They don't we actually got better. Every team got worse from the offseason but us. And you can see the gap. Like there's a huge gap between us and anyone else in the East.
But the only thing is, if y'all gonna finish it because y'all become the Cowboys of the daggone NFL.
No, we haven't. We've done. The Cowboys have never sniffed a champion. I'm only talking
about as far as the expectations of what y'all should be doing and what you're not doing. That's a fact.
I got us winning, and I don't like. Listen, now that since Joel is out, I can't realistically say the Sixers.
Okay.
It's not their fault. Has Joel been playing?
Let's talk about the last 4 years for the Celtics, dating back from 2020. Kicked out by the Miami Heat in the Eastern Conference, right?
I'll admit it. They out-muscled us.
What was the next year?
Brown got hurt. We lost to Brooklyn in the play-in.
Okay, lost to Brooklyn in the play-in.
Brown got hurt.
He tore his
ACL.
Okay, let's continue. 2022, what did you do?
Went to the finals.
You went to the finals and lost to
we lost to a dynasty.
Curry Goat.
Okay. Lost to a dynasty.
We lost to Curry Goat, and then y'all were just in it with the what was it? With the
we were Jason Tatum ankle.
Y'all barely won that. 2023, y'all just got kicked out of
we were an injury away from beating them.
The Eastern Conference Finals this year too. So I mean,
we were an injury away from beating the Heat.
Okay.
And Tatum doesn't get hurt.
It's all about ifs, right?
You need luck to win a championship. If KD wore size 12 and not a 14, the Bucks wouldn't have won that year.
Ifs is good. They didn't get it done. At the end of the day, you didn't get it done. You didn't get it done.
But I'm saying you need luck to win a championship. If KD and Kyrie and James Harden are healthy, do the Bucks beat them?
It don't matter.
It does matter.
We're not doing hypotheticals or ifs. What happened has happened. What happened has happened.
You can't say they legit beat us. They getting legit beat us.
Who didn't?
The Heat.
They did.
We won 3 straight games.
And they was up 3-1.
They were up 3-0. And they lost 3 straight games.
And guess
they lost 3 straight games.
Who won? Who won the series? And guess what? Y'all wasn't even supposed to win. Y'all wasn't even supposed to come back from that. The Miami Heat started slacking.
No, we started playing actual basketball.
No,
they weren't better than us.
Slacking.
They weren't better than us.
They were better than
us.
No,
they weren't.
They were 3-0 better than y'all.
Malik,
and y'all
they
still
played,
lost.
Malik, they
y'all
played
was not even
they played the Bucks
y'all
without
was
Giannis.
Not even supposed to come back in that series.
But guess what?
You said earlier, the matchups were there. Y'all were not making shots. Y'all were not playing.
We weren't making shots, and their role players were. Jimmy Butler had one good game in that series. Defense. He had one good game in that series. Once we started playing,
about the series he had 3-0. He was going off.
He wasn't. He had one. Go back and look at the numbers. He had one good game in that series.
He was
Caleb Martin and Gabe Vincent were out playing him.
Jimmy Butler had 2 games. He was going off, and then
in the whole playoffs, he had 2 games.
No, he was going off against y'all. I don't know.
He had one good game against us, and he had one good series against the Bucks.
Check the stats. Check what he averaged in that. What are you talking about? Jimmy Butler was going crazy.
I promise you, he wasn't. I'm telling you the truth.
And then Miami played Denver. Okay, and then after that, right?
They beat the Bucks without Giannis.
Oh my God! But we can't say.
Yes, we can.
Because they beat y'all too.
Do they beat? No, they weren't. They weren't playing.
They beat y'all though. I'm talking.
Do they beat the Bucks with Giannis? Do they beat the Bucks if they're fully healthy?
They beat y'all. So yeah, I think they could beat
the
Bucks.
No, they would not have beaten the Bucks fully healthy. You know that. They were in the first round.
I don't know that.
They lost to the Hawks.
I know that he has been in the last 2 Eastern Conference Finals, bro.
All right.
Of the last 4 years, I know that.
All right, as somebody who's watching these games, I'm telling you. Because the first play of Game 7, Tatum breaks his ankle.
What was Jimmy Butler stats in versus Celtics 2023 playoffs? So come on now.
Let me see. Each game. Freaking each game. Why am I looking at Washington? What?
This man's out here bugging. I know Jimmy Butler was going crazy.
I promise you, he had one good game.
Yes, I know the role players were going off too. Trust me. I remember Caleb. Who was it? Was Martin was going off. Your Strauss was going. He was playing decent. What's the other dude's name?
Jimmy Butler, Strauss, Gabe Vincent. All those guys was going crazy.
Martin, I forgot his name.
Yeah, all those guys was going crazy.
It was a collective for sure. But come on, Jimmy.
No, I want the numbers.
Jimmy was getting buckets,
bro. Let me see. Which game is this? Okay, I got it. Here you go.
All right, what's the numbers?
Game 1, he had 35.
Game 1, he had
12 of 25.
Okay.
Game 2, 12 of 25. Game 3, 5 of 13. Mm-hmm. Game 4, 9 of 21.
How are you gonna start with saying the points? Then you just want to go
because you can have
tell me the points.
And you shot
tell me the points, Hugh.
Come on now, don't do that. You know that.
But you can't start off with points and then just start saying,
okay, he's going. He had 16 in Game 3.
Okay.
5.
What would he have Game 2? Don't skip over stuff.
He had 27.
Okay. 35, 27.
2 good games out of 7.
Okay, and I said that. I said 2 games. That verifies that.
Out of 7?
And continue. 16.
16. He was 5 of 13.
Okay, 16. What else after that?
He had 29 in Game 4, but he was 9 of 21.
I don't care.
What do you mean?
He had to take the shots.
So he was 9 of 21.
29 points is still 29 points when you need him in the daggone playoff game.
Stop it, because he lost that game. He lost Game 4.
That's still a good game for him.
He lost what?
Okay, 29.
9 of 21?
29, continue.
5 of 10 in Game 5.
Okay, what's the points?
14.
Okay, and what?
Game 6, he had 24 on 12 or 14 shooting.
See, okay, and that's great. So go ahead.
Took 14 shots. He lost that game too.
You said 12 or 14 though.
He lost that game too.
Sufficient is I don't know what.
He lost that game.
Okay, and guess what? But you're still those are still good games he's putting up, and then you saying that he lost the game. He still had the stats. He was still playing good. What was the last game? What was the score?
He had 28, 12 or 28.
Okay, he had 28 when they needed it, and they beat you in Game 7. I'm done with this conversation. I'm done.
Bro, these are not good numbers.
I'm done.
These are not good numbers.
I'm done. But he still. What are you talking about? But you said he didn't have over one good game. But he also, when you just stated he had 3 to 4 good games. And the last game, when he needed it, he scored 28 on y'all to finish y'all up.
If I go look at his role players numbers, they had better numbers than him.
I don't care. That's fine. You can say that all you want.
So he got carried.
What are you talking about?
He got carried.
Jimmy Butler is the reason why they're there. How did he get carried?
In that ECF, he got carried. If I go look at his, can I go look at his spot? Did it carry over? Did it carry over?
Hugh. They beat y'all. We talking about the Celtics. Don't move the goal.
He did not play. He did not play well.
We were talking about the Celtics, and you said Jimmy Butler's performance.
He had 3 good games out of 7.
Okay, and I said,
so he had 4 horrible games.
It makes my point. He had 2. He had 3 or 4.
You make it sound like he destroyed us. He had 3 good games. He had 4 horrible games. He finished
that game 7 out with having.
He had 2.5, 12 or 14, and you lost. He had 16 points, and you're the best player on the team.
You said, hold up, but you just said he went 12 for 14.
16 points, Malik. Okay. In the Eastern Conference Finals game?
He had 16 points. Okay, so what?
If Jason Tatum scores 16 points in the Eastern Conference Finals game, is that good?
So what? You have
as the best player on the floor.
Just because you have
move
16
the goalposts
points
because when it's Jason Tatum, you don't act like this.
It's not moving the goalposts.
It is.
Because also, Jimmy Butler, if he had 16 points, you just said he had it. Did I say
they lost?
Did I say he played good every game? No, answer the question. Did I say he played good every game?
No.
Okay, so.
But you're making it sound like 16 points was good.
I'm not saying it's good, but you keep on emphasizing 16 points when the other good games counted for more at the end of the day.
They won the series.
They won the series.
They would have won the series had he won that game.
They won the series. It don't matter.
They would have won the series had he won that game.
They won the series.
They won the series because Jason got hurt.
This Celtics talk, man. I don't want to talk Boston's talk.
If Jason didn't get hurt, they're not winning the series. They're not winning this year.
All he's saying is if.
What have they done this year so they're going to win?
I'm not a Miami Heat fan.
Okay, then.
I was talking about y'all past as a team.
But you don't like the Celtics because you ignore basketball facts. The basketball facts are this: we're 9 games ahead of everybody. We have the number 1 offense. We have the number 2 defense. We're number 1 in rebounding, assists, net points differential.
Who said you weren't a good team?
How are we not the favorite in the East to you?
Just because you state that your opinion doesn't mean that's my opinion or everybody else's opinion.
But the Bucks have a defense.
Everybody out there don't think the same way we do or think the same way you.
Okay, but I'm talking about
thinking logically. Facts. Who is number 2 in the East?
The Bucks.
Okay, so you acting like I'm going crazy for thinking the Bucks
because they are.
What are you talking about? It's teams right now that are better than Denver, but I still have Denver. Yes, it is. The Thunder are better than Denver right now.
By a game.
The Timberwolves are better than. I'm talking about also as the season. But do I have them? Do I have them slated over Denver? No, because I know when it counts, who's going to get there.
But we've beaten the Bucks every year. What do you mean?
That's fine. You got it. I'm moving on.
I'm just trying to figure out what if we lost to the Bucks?
We'll be here all day.
What if we lost to the Bucks in the playoffs? That's all I'm trying to figure out.
We'll be here all day. Talking about competitive nature. All right, Nelly states he competed in the toughest era of hip hop. Do we agree or disagree?
Low key, I agree.
I ain't no low key, Hugh. I agree wholeheartedly. He had to go against DMX, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, Eminem, 50, Luda, Ja. Come on now.
I agree, but I say low key because the blog era had heavy hitters. But the reason I agree is because in his era, you actually had to sell records,
and he sold a diamond album.
In his era, you actually had to sell records. Like today, you don't have to sell albums. Like your first week sale doesn't mean that much anymore. Like you don't really like streams was just becoming a thing. In other eras, in his era, you really had to sell records.
Yeah, that's true. You had to have real fans.
But I don't know. The '90s was also tough.
It is tough, but you had to have real fans in that.
But hip hop was more popular.
Transitioning because you're transitioning to CDs. Now people gotta really go out and buy your product. Yeah. You really gotta be 1-on-1. Nelly sold a diamond album in that era, and he wasn't the top dog. He wasn't the best, also, but he was still Nelly.
Now, in the same time, in that era, if you had one record that was hot enough, your album was going to sell. And that was Nelly. Nelly had Hot in Here. Mm-hmm. He had other records too, but Hot in Here was like the super smash.
For sure.
To the point where like you had to go get the album because that song was on there. If you wanted that song, the album.
Air Force Ones. I'm going down now, babe. Dilemma. When he started getting his bag, Dilemma. Come on now.
I low key agree. Like, I don't know if I don't high key agree, but I low key agree because
I just agree because the competition level, bro. You had Wayne excelling to a whole nother level. You had 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying.
Who also went diamond.
You got Jay-Z.
Almost
you got
went diamond twice.
DMX ascending. You got Eminem becoming who he was. Like
Outkast
that's when
was still
Slim
out
Shady.
for a good
Outkast
minute.
was still out for a good minute because we talking about from really 99 to about 05, 06. Then you got Kanye coming into the picture. Yo, that was a crazy time. And then like your boy Luda, like it was so many people competitive. Bruh, the competitive nature took. For those artists and rappers at the time, bro, it was different.
You really had to sell records.
You had to really sell. And then you had Jeezy, bro. Then you had T.I. It started getting crazy.
Fat Joe was out there.
Come on, bro. Like, I love the 90s. But they ain't had as many hitters as we just talking about right now. I don't care.
Not commercially, no.
Commercially, no. Because, I mean, of course, rap.
You want to talk about MCs and, like, quality albums.
Yeah, for sure.
The 90s is still probably the golden era. I'm still taking our era.
I'm taking our era, bro.
But it's like
it is the golden era.
When I start naming the people in the 90s, I'd be like, God dang, the 90s was really stacked.
It was stacked, but 2000s got.
I'm talking about the 2010s. I'm talking about the blog era.
Oh no, but 2000s for us, I think our era is 2000s. But you saying 2010s could be both.
Because we was in high school around that time. We was older.
My era is 2000, bro. Like, come on now. What?
That was
what? I'll go up against
Snoop Dogg was going crazy
I'll go up
that
against
time.
any era.
You had the Clips. Yeah, Snoop Dogg. Yeah, Kiss. Yeah. Low key is like.
Give me your roster. I'm gonna give you my roster for 2000s rappers versus the 2010s rappers. Let's name 10. So you do the blog era. I do 2000s era. So 2000, you got 2010s.
All right.
10 rappers.
All right. I can only wait when I name guys.
We can go back and forth. So
you know what I'm saying? When I name guys, can I name guys that were in the blog that were successful, or do I name guys that literally just came up in the blog era? Because Jay-Z was still and Kanye was still doing their thing.
That's a good question.
Because I'm like Jay and Kanye was still, Ross was still doing his thing.
At the end of the day, we can intertwine them in both for real. Because I don't want to do that because they still. But I guess.
Well, my only picking guys that like they came up in the blog.
I would say Jay-Z and Kanye are in 2000s, which I'm talking about. I'm talking about the prime of them. So.
All right, because Jay-Z was in like every era. It was crazy. Kanye is almost in, and not the 90s, but like he's almost in every era.
For me, 2000s, Wayne.
We going back and forth.
We can go back and forth. Right, Wayne,
Drake,
Jay-Z,
Meek Mill,
DMX.
J. Cole,
50 Cent,
Kendrick.
Oh, I can go anywhere with this one. Oh, Eminem,
Nicki,
Ja Rule,
Future. Movie at 6.
Yep, we on 6, 7. So Nelly.
Who I say? Future. Wale.
I go a lot of places with this. Kanye.
You ain't say Kanye already?
Nah.
Big Sean.
Well, who do I want to go with the next one? T.I.
A$AP Rocky.
Last one? Come on now. You know. Last one. Luda.
All right. Give me from the blog era. Number 9. I could go places with this. Where do I want to go?
We on 9 or 10?
We on 10.
All right. Oh yeah, you on it.
Dang, where do I want to go with this? I don't want to sit now. Not Mac. I'm gonna go. Give me Nipsey. I'm gonna go Nipsey also.
All right, that's a good one. It's some hitters. in both, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Nipsey
hitters in
also.
both. And honestly, that's who you really get to see. But the age as far as that, but we in both. We had the luxury of experiencing the 2000s music, growing up in that, and then as we became, like you said, high schoolers, like listening to the 2010s blog era music, different. We enjoy music on a different type of level back.
If I was thinking, I would have said the same people you said, but I was trying to keep it to people that actually came up within the era.
Yeah. I think
because I would have said Wayne or Kanye or 20.
Yeah, 2016. I mean,
I couldn't have said the Migos. The Migos were a group.
But you could have said them. They are still in the 2000s.
All right, take out Nipsey and give me the Migos.
Yeah, I mean that would be a good one for real.
Yeah, take out Nipsey, give me the Migos.
All right, we got to discuss it. I'm not gonna skip over it. Draya, Mitchell, and
Michele.
Jaylen Green. All right. congratulations to them because they are welcoming a child. But the internet mayhem, let me call it that. It is. The internet mayhem. Everybody in mayhem because Draya Mitchell is 39. Jaylen Green is 22. Jaylen Green is a rising superstar on the Houston Rockets. All right. And Draya's son is 22. So everybody looking at it funny in the light. And a lot of people are looking at it as grooming as well, too, in a certain type of way. Because it's like, look here. I mean, do what you do. And I understand it's a double standard. Guess what? I will point that out. It's a double standard because it's a lot of men out here. Shoot, Robert De Niro and Al Pacino just had children, you know, this past year, and congrats to them. But the people that they had children with was far younger than them. So we're not moving the goalposts, but I think there becomes a problem where she has a son at the same age, and it's kind of like it's funny in the light, and it looks like as also a lot of things do now is money grabs. You know, he's a popular in the NBA right now, and that which was very important to Hugh was I remember Deion Sanders had what's her name come up there and talk to them.
Brittany Runner.
Yeah, come up there and talk to them and give them game because those things are prevalent. Those things are real. Like it is. Look, you're grown. You make your own decisions, and not to say you know what I'm saying Jaylen Green because also too, especially in our community, we look. It's like a badge of honor for we're dating for somebody older or being with somebody
or somebody
older
used to
or
look
mature.
On Instagram and
you know what I'm saying?
Say you done
or older than you, and yeah, can you know what I'm saying? One of those things. But I just think everybody looking at it funny in the light, bro. Because I mean,
this situation pisses me off. Like I was talking to my mother about the other day. One, I don't really have any sympathy for Jaylen Green. Like the rubber gonna meet the road. There's just too many examples of this. Like for you to not know, but you know. Young dudes with money thinking with the wrong appendage, you know, that's just where that leads. So I don't really have any sympathy for him. Like there was, like you've seen this happen. You've seen this story before. You saw it happen with Ant. You saw it happen with PJ. So I don't have any sympathy. But my issue comes with, and it is nasty, you know, her age and her son's age and this. My issue is like, because I saw an interview she did with the Shade Room, and she was like, the lady asked her, did you want more kids? And she was like, yeah, I have one more. And she was like, well, how's the relationship? Do you see a future with the relationship? And she was like, I mean, I'm not really basing the kid off the relationship. Like, it's cool, it's fun, but it's not really, you know, I feel like you can co-parent without the relationship. Like, you want a kid, I want a kid, let's try to have a kid and see. And I was just like I'm free spirit. I'm like, that is the most selfish and ignorant thing I've ever heard in my life. People think having children is about them. And it's not. Having children is not about you. Children are not pawns for you to use in order for you to make money. Children, like having a child is about, it's like you can't be like if you want to have a kid, I want to have it. Like, no, like you are bringing this child into this broken situation. And then we sit here and we talk about how, you know, and we see it in our kids every day. And we sit here and we talk about how, you know, kids start with less and they're already set up for the worst, you know, by their come up. And it's like, because you're talking about them like they're toys or like they're tool, like bags you can go get and then return later. Like having a kid is not about you, but you're having this kid over selfish intent because you want one and because you want to get paid. And it's like, you're not even in it for the actual responsibility of taking care of this person. Right. And children need both parents. And it's just like, if you're not willing to, like why should a child have to be born into this world without a family? Already, like a child should be able to be born into this world with a loving a planned loving family. And I get accidents happen, but like I'm hearing her motives, like the way she's talking about it, you can just tell. It's like it's not, but like it's a very selfish thing and very selfish intent. And children are like having a child is not about you, and your child is going to pay the price for that because you want to have a kid, but you don't want the relationship, but you want. You know, you want the bag that comes with it, and it's like I hear so many women say, I want a baby. It's like, we got to find a guy. That's what they're like, what do you mean find a guy? Like, why do you want to bring children into this world, into broken homes? Like, why do you want to do that? Like, children don't deserve that. They deserve to be in a situation where there's love and there's care, and both people are agreeing to do this and are agreeing to take care of this child. Mm-hmm. And I get that things happen, but I'm talking about like the intent of having the kid. Right. Not like you were both together intent on having the kid and then, you know, things happen or whatever. But like you trying to bring a child into this world in the most broken situation. Like who else did that? Black China did that. You had a kid because you wanted Kardashian money or whatever. And it's just like your daughter suffers from that. It's not like, but you don't think about it that way. And that's what pisses me off. Because it's just like, having a kid is not about you. It's about them. Same thing with like, that's why pregnancy is set up the way it is. It's like you can't drink anymore because it's not about you. It's about the kid. You can't eat certain things. You can't stand up and walk around all the time. It's not about you. It's about the kid. You can't get on a roller coaster. If you're not willing to be selfless, if you're not willing to not be selfish, then don't have a child because it's not about you at that point. Once you make the decision, it's no longer about you. And from what I'm hearing from her, it's just very selfish in her thinking. And I don't like it because it's like whatever her child is going to suffer for it. And then we see it as teachers when we sit in these classrooms and listen to these kids and how they're being brought up and the problems that they have and how far behind they are. And it stems from stuff like that. And it's just like you setting them up already because you making a decision like this to have them. And you don't even have the intentions of doing it the right way. You only do it because you trying to make some money real quick. It's like children aren't tools, man. That's fine. So that's what pisses me off about it. That's why I was like this. That's why, like hearing, like it's one thing. Like had I not heard the interview, I wouldn't have felt so. I'd have been like, you know what, it is what it is. Like people do it, but like hearing their motive, like, what do you mean? Like you want a kid, I want a kid. Let's just try having a kid and see. Like, what do you mean? Let's try having. You only know this person, what they're like, if they're going to be good to this kid. They could be a whole, like, what do you mean? Let's just see.
In hindsight, we see right now.
Like what?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Like, what do you mean, let's just see?
Hugh, I seen the craziest thing ever. I've never seen it. I've never seen it before in a commercial. Miami commercial breaking up with spring breakers. They tied, bro.
Oh, no, I heard no.
Nah, they tied.
Some girl went over all the things that's illegal on the beaches now. You might as well not even, they don't want y'all to pull up.
They don't want y'all to go. They don't want y'all to go. And I've never seen a place do that, especially to a tourist attraction
it's
place.
Like Miami?
Where you want to bring money.
Man, what? They really done with y'all. Y'all was wilding for real. They said no alcohol on the beach, no drugs on the beach, no loud music on the beach.
Fights.
No fight. They no food. I'm like, yo, they don't want y'all to pull up at all.
They don't want y'all to park. $100 fine.
They want y'all to show up, like go swimming and leave. That's what they want. I'm like, yo.
They don't want y'all to go.
They basically telling you don't come without saying don't come.
Enough is enough, though.
Like,
and I mean, I'm not really necessarily mad at it because over these last few years, it's been getting filthy.
I'm not going to Miami unless I'm invited.
It's been getting filthy.
If I'm not invited, I'm not going. Like, it's like too much going on.
Enough. You know what I'm saying? And it's too overcrowded. And you want to bring that money into your city, but also it's really breaking your city apart too, because you got people that probably did live there, and you decreasing the value of the property. It gets to the business conversations. You know what I'm saying? And then you can't be ruining the area establishment. People getting in fights. It's too many people to account for.
Nah, fact. I saw that video.
Part. It's too many people to account for.
These folks was trying to run off on their bill, and the waiter had to run them down. I was like, oh yeah, that's when I knew. I was like, yeah, wow, I'm not going down there. Because like what? It's not even your job to do that, sir. Like shout out to that waiter. I hope he got a raise, but I'm like, it's not even your job to do that. Like, you wilding. But nah, like they basically said, do not pull up. Do not come down here because we not playing. We don't want y'all here. That's basically what they said. But then the nicest, yo, you can't even have an Airbnb unless you stay for 6 months. I saw that.
They trying to, they really getting them.
Like unless you stay for 6 months, you can't even order an Airbnb. Like they basically, the signs are there. If you go to Miami for spring break this year and try like you just not reading the room at that point. Like
and then you
find somewhere, go to Vegas.
You about to be spending so much money.
Go to Vegas, go to Daytona Beach, go to Orlando, or whatever. Nope. Go to California. I don't know, but don't go to Miami.
Go everywhere but Miami.
They said they don't want y'all to pull up. Y'all not valid.
I ain't never seen that before.
Nah, that's crazy. They basically said y'all not valid. Like for real.
I agree. I seen this podcast, bro. Come on now. Personal hygiene. Cap or fact? Washing your face with a face cloth is not the best option.
I don't know, cause I got the little. I wash my face with the face wash. You use my hands, but I mean.
Yeah, but I'm just like, what? I mean, what is going on? I just use multiple cloths for different things if need be.
Yeah.
One for my face, one for my body. It's that simple.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? People be getting too technical with it, bro. Like, nah, come on.
I'm thinking maybe it's because like the washcloth is kind of rough. Maybe it's not meant for your face, like all that. But I don't know. Me personally, I mean, I got the face wash that I throw cold water on and get the wash. I use my hands. I wash my face with my hands. Scrub.
I think
you can. I think you can.
I think you can.
I think you'd be alright. Like, it's a washcloth.
Too many rules and regulations.
Yeah, the washcloth was made to clean your body, and your face is a part of it. So are there better things for your face? For sure, but I don't think a washcloth is a bad choice. Like,
hey, when I hear that from people, I be like, y'all might be some musty, crusty, dusty.
Listen, in the black community, once you're called musty, you can never recover.
You can never recover. You can never recover from the musty. Nah, for real. You get that clean.
You will never be in the musty allegations in the black community once you're called musty.
That's it. That's it right there.
I have a would you rather.
All right, let's go.
And I've been saying it to my students all day. Listening to their answers, I'm like, y'all are not thinking this logically. All right, for $100 million,
okay,
would you rather fight the Powerpuff Girls every day for a year or fight Batman once a year for 10 years?
Say it again.
Would you rather fight the Powerpuff Girls every day for a year or fight Batman once a year for 10 years?
Batman.
Okay, I just had to be sure. Batman. All right, cool. I just had to be sure. You was thinking straight. I was about to say, my students was like, the Powerpuff Girls, you can easily kick. I'm like, they have superpowers, and there's 3 of them. Not even
question. Batman, at the end of the day, Batman is still human. Like,
yeah, like, you know I gotta have a year to train.
Yeah,
and it's only listen. I'm gonna get whooped, but it's only 10 whoopings. Right. You gotta get jumped by these girls with superpowers for 366 years. They're gonna ruin every day of your life. Your birthday, you're getting jumped. Christmas, you're getting jumped. Thanksgiving, like even if you just out with your family, they gonna pull up and whoop you. Like
superpowers versus like regular human.
Like the Powerpuff Girls broke into jail and beat the crap out of Mojo Jojo.
That was an amazing show too.
No, for real. What is this? What just happened?
Good times, bro.
Hold on. Cornerback Chidobe Wuzu, 3-year deal with the Titans.
Oh yeah, and they just got what's your Tony Pollard.
They did get Tony Pollard, but now the Powerpuff Girls really used to beat the crap out of folks.
Yeah, nah,
and there's 3 of them. Yeah, what?
That was one.
All my students, they're like 7 years old. I'm like, they're 7 with lasers from their eyes.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites.
Like what? Bro. Like, can you lift a car? No. They can throw a car. You can't catch a car. I can dodge a car. You can't dodge 3 of them, though.
And realistically, like, when I seen...
I only got to fight Batman 10 times.
I'm about to say, realistically, Batman...
I can train.
Come on now.
I can train in between.
Come on.
You know how you go through the work week and you can't wait to get to the weekend for rest? There's no rest. You gotta see them every day.
365, you ain't winning.
You gotta see them every day.
Got no chance.
I don't care what you're doing. You can be at graduation. You could be at your birthday party. You can go to the movies with your lady. Imagine you on a date and the Powerpuff Girls pull up and you get to lose it. Like,
yeah, you ain't got no chance.
You gotta come on now. We're not doing this. I couldn't believe some of my students were like, "Oh, the Powerpuff Girls." Like, what? Y'all did not watch this show. There's no way you saw the show. Yeah, now there's 4 of them apparently. That makes it worse.
Yeah, you gotta start doing that to TikTok if you can, because my students be having me dying laughing.
Yeah, I might. Well, maybe not tomorrow. Tomorrow they got tests. They got the meets and whatnot.
They just hilarious, bro. Hilarious.
We'll see what happens.
Another amazing episode of TheFaisonViewPodcast, man. Last episode at this location, man. We changing it up, man. New scenery. You already know, man. Tap in. My brother Hugh. We out.